Lots of mess going on. The Capitol Police officers are not confident in their so-called leadership. One guy stepped down, a white guy, and then he was replaced by a black female. And it's just a mess right now. And the impeachment drama is ongoing. And it's all a bunch of drama. This is the end of Hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. It is Thursday, February 11th, 2021. Stay tuned for Hour 3. Jesse Lee will be right back after JLP. Catch the Hake Report, thehakereport.com/show. The Epoch Times reports that Capitol Police are going to hold a no-confidence vote in their leadership on Thursday. Many people are being targeted by the Capitol Police Union. Seems like a very corrupt situation over there. Not surprising. I think Nancy Pelosi is the head of is in charge of them, but they're not mentioning her. Weak. Black female acting chief Yoganda Pittman will be among the officials the vote is aimed at, the department announced. Pittman became acting police chief on January 8th after a white man, Steve Sund, announced his resignation from the position on January 7th. Sund had stated that he'd asked the National Guard for assistance, but his requests were denied 6 times. Wow. And President Trump had offered the National Guard up to 10,000 troops. You heard earlier this hour, National Guardsmen on the January 6th when the Capitol riot took place. Yogananda Pittman had testified that the Capitol Police Department knew that the January 6th event would not be like any other previous protest. Stop the Steal protest, that is, held in 2020. Quote, we knew that militia groups and white supremacist organizations would be attending, all of whom have been generally peaceful, right? We also knew that some of these participants were intending to bring firearms and other weapons to the event, and none of them actually used them. We also knew that there was strong potential for violence and that Congress was the target. So she's a liar or what? The no confidence vote taking place today or tomorrow, Thursday or Friday, was called by the executive board of the Capitol Police Labor Committee, their union, Capitol Police Union. The vote is also being aimed at other members of the department's senior leadership, including Assistant Chief Chad Thomas, Acting Assistant Chief Sean Gallagher, Deputy Chiefs Thomas Bowen, Jeffrey Pickett, and Eric Waldo. And the impeachment mess. Epoch Times reports that impeachment managers present no new evidence of incitement. They have no old evidence either, honestly. No evidence, period. This is the second fake impeachment of real President Donald Trump. Jokes of people such as Eric Swalwell and self-important black Democrat females rambled, pretending to have a clue. They did show a clip of Nick Fuentes, who's a young America First activist and talk host, and a black female mentioned him by name as he talked about wanting to destroy the Republican Party, which I guess she thinks that sounds violent, but what he meant was don't vote for rhinos, just mischaracterizing everything that conservatives do. Yesterday, House Democrats had the floor to make their case that Trump incited the January 6th Capitol siege, they call it. They have no case. First, they've been laying out statements Trump made in the months leading up to that day. Mostly peaceful riot that day. Mostly peaceful protests. That includes repeated baseless claims, meaning valid concerns, that the 2020 election might be rigged, invitations to peaceful protest on January 6th by Trump, and language that seems to endorse extremists, meaning centrists. Remember the stand back and stand by about the falsely maligned Proud Boys. And after that, the House impeachment managers focused on the quote-unquote attack itself. Democrats showed new footage, but no new evidence. They have none. And those who entered came pretty close to Vice President Mike Pence. A black Capitol Police officer, Eugene Goodman, ushered Senator Mitt Romney, the rhino from Utah, to safety, which got Twitter abuzz. CNN is calling that guy heroic, as if the rhino were in danger. House Democrats continued their case today. Then after that, Trump's defense team talks. Elected officials, meaning phony politicians, are still struggling to process the riot. They don't care about the rest of the country that was destroyed by Black Lives Matter, which they endorsed. Only themselves. What a mess. And Georgia prosecutors are going after Trump. I'm James.